It's 4:30 a.m. This is what a typical day looks like when you coach 130 drummers. Every morning actually starts the same. Coffee in one hand, lemon wheatgrass water in the other. What's wild is this morning marks exactly 40 days since we officially launched Marthyn's drum camp, and we already have over 130 drummers inside. Real students, real progress, real results. And today I want to show you what coaching these drummers actually looks like. From early morning pad workouts to student coaching to boxing in virtual reality to grabbing beers in Vienna with my students. This is a day in the life of a double bass drumming coach. Let's get started. I try to wake up this early consistently because my kids and wife are still asleep. It's the perfect time to practice and get some work in before the actual day starts. Every morning, before emails, before coaching calls, before the chaos of the day, I sit down right here and work on my hand technique. For the last few months, I've been relearning everything with traditional grip. Singles, doubles, paradiddles. Right now, my goal is 250 BPM with clean single strokes. Not for practice, but to use it in blast beats. This is my quiet time. The kids are sleeping, the world's silent, and this is my version of meditation. Funny enough, back when I was still in school, I hated waking up early. I tried every morning hack you can imagine. Vibrating watches, daylight alarm clocks, expensive pillows, none of it worked. At one point I found out what really works for me. It's actually not really about when you wake up, it's about when you go to bed. For me that means 9 p.m. sharp. That's how I wake up every day early, sometimes even before the alarm goes off. Once I'm done with my morning pad work, it's time to switch into coaching mode. Every morning I go through all the student questions that came in overnight inside Marthyn's drum camp. Most of them follow our workout plans step by step and then post their progress videos to get feedback. I reply either by typing out feedback or by recording a quick Loom video. Most mornings there are about 10 new posts waiting for me. I always try to answer them all before their next practice session so they can apply the feedback immediately. This kind of coaching loop, practice, feedback, adapt, is why we get such fast results inside the camp. By 7 a.m. my wife and the kids are waking up. Time to switch gears from coach mode to family breakfast mode. So, after breakfast, it's now time for my second practice session of the day, which focuses on double bass drumming. Sometimes warming up on the rebounder works great. But today, after 30 seconds, I was bored out of my mind. So I did what any reasonable drum coach would do. I grabbed my virtual reality headset and started boxing instead. This might sound totally unrelated to drums, but for me it's all connected. These two warm-up habits, jumping or boxing, help me get the blood flowing. After 2 or 3 rounds with this boxing game, I feel ready and energized. Perfect time to start my double bass practice session. Now it's time for my second practice session of the day. Double bass, ankle technique only. I usually start at 160 BPM because that's my comfort zone after doing some rebounder or boxing warm-up. The goal here is simple. Maintain endurance, keep the timing tight and get that big beater swing. I'm not working on anything new today. This is more like a fitness coach, eating clean and lifting just to stay in shape. It's just my goal to stay in shape all year round. So I treat these sessions like maintenance. Short, focused and always fun. Today, just 20 minutes. That's more than enough to stay locked in. After the 20-minute practice session, it's time to tackle the business side of things. Checking emails and handling the daily tasks that come with running the drum camp. Around midday, it's time for my break. So lunch with my wife and the kids. Since it's Saturday, everyone's home. Just a good hour to relax and recharge before diving back in. Alright, now it's time to check back in with my students for the second time today. I try to respond quickly, not just to keep the momentum going, but because I know how powerful immediate feedback can be. This video right here really made my day. After finishing up the student feedback, it's time for our weekly Q&A call. Since today is Saturday, we are starting a bit earlier at 4 p.m. During weekdays, these calls usually happen later in the evening. This right here is honestly one of my favorite parts of the week. We do a live Q&A call once per week with all of our students inside Marthyn's drum camp. And the structure is actually always the same. We start by sharing some of the biggest wins of the week, and then we jump into live Q&A. These calls usually run about 90 minutes, depending on how many questions we get. What makes them so powerful is that you're not just sitting there watching pre-recorded lessons. You're talking to real people. People at all different stages of their journey, from complete beginners to drummers already playing fast double bass in their bands. We talk about struggles, breakthroughs, progress, and what's currently holding you back. And here's the best part. It's not just about learning from me, it's about learning from the entire community. You see other drummers pushing forward and you realize I'm not the only one putting in the work. We are in this together. And if you can't make it to the live call, no worries at all. Every session is recorded and uploaded the next day, so you never miss a thing. Later that evening, around 6:30 p.m., I pack up my things and head out. One of the coolest things about running Marthyn's drum camp is that every once in a while, the online world becomes real. Today I'm meeting up with Marthyn. Yes, his name is Marthyn as well. One of our drum camp students at Schwedenplatz in the center of Vienna, right by the Danube River. First, I need to get there. For me, that means taking the subway from my house into the city center. The crazy thing is that Marthyn is already the second student to come visit me in person since we've launched our drum camp. While we are chatting, I also brought out my Trick Pro 1V pedal to show him some upgrades. I've modded this pedal with 3 ACD unlimited upgrades that totally change how it feels. The spring preload upgrade, the bias rod upgrade, and the advanced cam upgrade. These days, this is one of my favorite setups to demo the anchor technique. But mostly, this part of the day isn't about gear, it's about sharing the thing we both love most, drumming, and having a couple of beers while doing it. So, that's a day in the life of coaching 130 plus drummers. You know, sitting here at the end of the day, I'm just grateful for this kind of life right here. Grateful for my wife and our 3 amazing kids, and really thankful for all these amazing students at our drum camp who put in the work, practicing 3 to 4 times per week, and actually getting results. That's it. That's the day.